Good evening, everyone. Daniel here from Commit to Your Success. Um, Welcome to day 26 of my 30-day challenge. We are approaching the 30 days. Extremely excited to get this really rolling off and, get into a routine where, I can get these videos out to you guys with good quality content. Um, so excited. Been a great last few days. Interesting night last night. I had to step out. One of my employees had a crisis around, 2 o'clock in the morning. So I had to rush out of bed and, go take care of the issue. And let's just say I didn't sleep at all last night. So lucky for me, I live the .com lifestyle. So you can bet that, I took a nap during the day and, try to get as much rest as possible. But with that being said, I'm exhausted tonight. I did had a lot of work to do and, took care of a lot. So, yeah. So, press forward, right? Um, yeah, that's all I got. I mean, let's see. I updated you guys yesterday on my vacation plans. I think I'm heading to Costa Rica next month. That'll be one of probably my locations. And let's see where else. So planning probably Florida sometime in the summer, but not set in stone yet. The one that seems like the most prominent right now would be Costa Rica for next month. That's the first one, so the rest, whatever. Yeah, so if you haven't already joined our .com masterclass, we're getting a few people asking to join, so definitely reach out, and the link is below. Request to join our masterclass. We're giving, in the .com masterclass, we're giving information for you to get started. If you're already started, it might seem a little basic to you right now, but definitely stick with us, and you're gonna start getting to the point where you'll start getting some good content for the more experienced online entrepreneurs. For the moment, we're getting started with how to use just certain programs, just to expedite your learning curve a little bit. The different types of programs you might want to use: Aweber, ClickFunnels, Lead Pages. There's so many I can't even think. But we give you, there's ClickBank. There's what else is there? Constant Contact for your email. So is Aweber. By the way, the most important aspect in an online business is emails. So if you're looking to get yourself started into online business, your cash cow is emails. I don't care if it's a spam email; it's still a cash cow. Everyone has a email worth, right? So the more emails you have, the value goes up. So you want to make sure you get as many emails as you can. That's going to be your audience. Whether you may think they don't, open the emails, well, you'll know, but it's still an audience, and you can get better at writing emails and headlines and stuff like that, where you can engage your audience a lot better. So you definitely want to get an email list and get started as soon as possible. We get emails pretty easily. There's, it's called the lead magnet. You want to definitely offer something for free to be able to get an email. but there's many different areas. We normally do events where you have to register, so we get emails through that way. Multiple different strategies and different avenues for you to get people's emails, but also provide value, right? I mean, one of my mentors said, what you learn, you want to give back out, right? So, for example, I may be giving you content that you may not understand right now, but if you're really interested in starting an online business, this content you're going to come back to and say, wow, now I understand it, and now I can utilize some of these strategies, because that's what it is. In order for you to build a big brand, a big business, is by taking a bunch of little pieces from people who are succeeding and implementing it and letting the chips fall where they may. See, a lot of us successful entrepreneurs, or let me say online business entrepreneurs, internet entrepreneurs, we don't do what we do to make sales now. We do it for the future. So we look ahead, and you definitely want to do that. I know in the beginning, especially when I got started, it was, how can we get sales now? I don't want to look at people who are making. I have plenty of friends in this business that are making six figures through 6 figures a month, or close to 6 figures, like over $50,000 a month, just in selling $49 products. $49 products, making $50,000. Most of it, more than 50% of it, is profit. Ridiculous. Some even up to $80,000 a month off $49 products. That's phenomenal. But that strategy, that exact strategy, doing what they've done, they did not start off at making $80,000, right? They had the right mentor, they got the right training, and they were able to, put their money where their mouth is, to advertise, to be able to get these types of conversions, right? And probably advertise at a low budget, because $49, let's face it, it's not a lot of money. So you got to sell a lot and probably not invest that much into it. But unless you're strategic and you have a good follow-up and you have a good back-end sale where you're able to make more money, then you're able to invest a little bit more. So you lose in the front end, but you get in the back end. Yeah, so that's a lot more advanced, that's a lot more technical. But they got started, and they took those strategies and they implemented them, and they may have not had made a lot of money in the beginning. They might have even lost money in the beginning, but they never quit. They just knew how to adjust and continue on, and now they're making over $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a month, just selling $49 products. So, moral of the story is just stay consistent. Believe that it's going to happen, and it will. You definitely want to be nimble when you're starting out. You got to stick to one thing, master that, move on to the next. You don't want to be a jack of all trades. I remember perfect story, when I started my cleaning business when I was 22, 23. Someone had told me, someone said, oh, you want to do residential cleaning, you want to do office, commercial, you want to take care of everything. Floor cleaning, the whole 9 yards side. Me being 22, 23, not knowing much, I said, sure, that's exactly what I want to do. I started a business, and I offered everything. I got a website up, offered everything. Then I started doing house cleaning myself. And I realized that was definitely not lucrative. I was killing myself for very little pay. And so then I restructured. I said, okay, no more house cleaning. Took the house cleaning right off. And then I just focused on commercial and janitorial, and floor cleaning. Then a couple of floor jobs went bad. So I said, you know what? Let me scale back on the floors. Let me just stick to office cleaning. I stuck to office cleaning. I got a system down, and I didn't have to lift a finger, and I was making a pretty good profit starting out. So the moral of the story was, when I was first starting out, just listening to somebody, you got to do everything. You got to be everything to everyone to make money, and it's true. You could bring in a lot of people, different avenues, but guess what? You start not understanding systems, right? You're just day by day. Okay, I need to take care of this. I need to take care of this, and then soon you're working for your business, instead of in your business. I'm sorry, working in your business rather than at your business, whatever it is. So you get caught up in the rat race too. So there's self-employed, and there's a business owner. Self-employed means you're running around doing the work, and a business owner means putting systems in place so you don't have to. I was definitely a self-employed, and I didn't like it. So I figured, it says, I'm chasing money, but I'm killing myself in the process. So I took that out, I took that out, I took that out, and then it became a smooth system where I didn't lift a finger. And that's how you want to do it. And so my advice is, when you're starting an online business, if you want to start with, with the email, correspondence, you want to stick to either AWeber or Constant Contact. Stick to that and just make that yours. And also, if you are going to do organic traffic, understand, when organic traffic means free. So there's two ways, maybe multiple ways, to scale this business. But if you spend money, you're going to scale accordingly. If you use organic traffic, it's going to take you time. So, the people who don't have money are going to say, well, let's do it organically, and you can do it. It's just going to take you time. The people who want to expedite it and are using resources for funding, now, you're not wasting as much time, and you're getting sales fast, and you're bringing in a revenue faster. But for other people who are doing paid but aren't spending that much, same thing applies. You might be getting a little bit of sales, but it just depends on how much money you're spending. That's what's going to happen. And I find that a lot of people are just basically scared to invest money into their business because they're not 100% sure, or they've never been entrepreneurs, or they don't understand how business really works. And that's totally normal. That happens to everybody. You just have to face your fears and go for it. Whatever. I hate saying, go with whatever avenue makes you feel comfortable, because in this business, in this journey, you cannot do what makes you feel comfortable, because if it makes you feel comfortable, chances are it probably isn't good. If it makes you feel uncomfortable, it's scary. And when it's scary, that's when you're going for the big fish. You're not going for the small fish. And I'm not knocking anyone that's going for the small fish, organic traffic or whatever the case may be. It just takes time. So it definitely is possible. I've seen people personally do it and scale it to over 6 figures a month. So I know it can happen. You're just going to have to put a lot of elbow grease on it. And that's fine. If that's your strategy, then that's your strategy. Go for it. You can really succeed in anything you do if you never quit. I just find it personally that, if people spend money on traffic and don't succeed, they quit. They somehow run out of funding or whatever it may be, instead of finding resources, i.e. a partner, or whatever it may be. Secondly, the people doing organic, a lot of them quit because they don't see results fast enough. When it's like it's snail speed. You're not paying anything, so you're getting low quality leads, which will eventually buy. So the buying power for everybody is different. But if somebody came through you for free, chances are they're not looking to spend money, right? With our live events, we do paid. So a lot of people give us their email fast. They purchase fast, and they get started fast, because that process is a paid process, and that process gets results fast. Uh, so yeah, so that's just a little bit of my experience with my online business, and some of my background. Um, so I think that's all I got for you guys. I've rambled on a little bit, probably about 20 minutes, but I feel like you guys needed to hear that, and it'll definitely touch home with you when you get started and you run into a rough patch or something. Definitely check this video back out, because it'll help you at that time. I remember we were there, but we put our combat boots on and we just kept trucking along, and no matter what, just keep trucking along no matter what. You'll be fine. All right, guys. So day 26. We're almost there. 30-day challenge. If you guys are interested in finding out what I do, how I do, what I do, download our ebook, The Entrepreneur's Manual. The link's down below. Join our group, the .com Masterclass. Add us on Facebook, Daniel and Diana Burgos. And I think that's it. All right, guys. And check you guys out tomorrow. Peace.